A couple weeks ago, Kairos did a Brawler date tier list, and that is what we're going to be doing today. Like Kairos also did in the video, there's a tier list for too young, and for the teenagers, they'll be dating teenagers. So first up, we have 8-Bit. So I really like 8-Bit. I think he's cute. He's also a game. You can play 8-Bit whenever you want. So I think he's gonna be kind of up there for me. So for 8-Bit, I gotta go with like, I'm gonna go with B. Like he's a lot of fun, but I don't know if we could have like conversation. So before we get into the video, I want to say a huge thank you to Samsung for sponsoring it. Samsung just came out with their new phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 5, and guys, it is amazing. I love it. So the Galaxy Z Fold 5 has a large screen that folds along with 120 Hz, which is amazing for mobile gaming, and especially Brawl Stars. You can also master gaming on the go with their Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset. The phone is also super durable with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and Armor Aluminum, and you can also multitask while using the phone. I'm telling you guys, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 is the best phone I have ever used. You guys definitely need to check it out by clicking the link in the description below, and thank you again to Samsung for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. Next up, we have Amber, and to be honest, Amber is very beautiful, very cute, but she's literally on fire. So you get close to her, it's like, bam, she just sets you on fire. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of scary. So I'm sorry, Amber, you're gonna have to go. I'm gonna do D because I think she's beautiful. The only problem is that she might burn you. So now we have Ash. All right, so Ash is obviously a trash can. He's kind of stinky. I don't really vibe with that. I don't want somebody stinky on me. So sorry, we're gonna have to go with F. So now we have Barley. So Barley's kind of older. He makes drinks. He's super cool. Would you guys say his drinks are like poisonous? No, I wouldn't say so. I think they're just like normal drinks. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this one. I think like he could make a good drink, you know? I think I'm gonna go with like B. I don't know. So you guys know Belle. She is one of those little thieves out there, and I'm scared she might steal from me. Like she is in a literal gang. She's scary. She's going to F. So BB's next. I think BB is super cool. I really like her vibe. I like how she's a little baseball player. She has a bat. She's very stylish. So honestly, I think she's really cool. I'm gonna give her an S. The first S. I think BB is awesome. All right, so Bo is next. So Bo is very like, I don't know, he's like manly. And he has a cool voice. I'm sure he has lots of stories from his past, it feels like. So I think he's gonna be the first A right now. I like Bo. So Brock is next. I also feel like he's kind of like a BB to me. Like he's super cool. He, you know, like his voice lines are awesome. I would say he's like me. Brock, definitely an S. He has swag. So Bull is next. I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, he's always yelling. His outfit looks like he's like a greaser, like back in the 50s, like a little gang. I don't know how I feel about him. He's kind of scary to me. Okay, I'm probably gonna put him on an F. I'm sorry. He's scary. So now we have Buzz, our little dinosaur. He's a dinosaur. That's all I know about him. I don't know much about him. I mean, like, he could save me if I'm drowning, but I'm a good swimmer, so I don't know if that would ever happen. Okay, I think he's gonna be just like, I think he's gonna be B. Like, he's like, I don't know. So Byron is next, and I mean, he's a healer. He's constantly healing in the game. Like if I am hurting or something, he could help me. He's kind of older, which is like, I don't know. So I think Byron is gonna be C tier. Now we have Carl. He goes to the mines, you know, like he's trying to get some diamonds out here, you know, like maybe he's rich out there. Okay, I don't know how I feel about Carl. I think he might be maybe a C tier. I don't know. So now we have Colette, and to be honest, I'm conflicted with this one. She's a baddie. She's beautiful, but she's also crazy. Like you see this journal? Like she is a stalker with everybody in Star Park, I think, right? Like isn't that her whole thing? Like she's a huge fan or something. So like she's a baddie, but she's also scary, kind of creepy, kind of stalkery. I'm gonna go because of the stalker stuff. I'm gonna go with B. So now we have Colt. Colt is very confident. He's supposed to be like the pretty boy, super handsome, all that. And like his confidence is nice, you know? Like he knows who he is. So I honestly think Colt is gonna be S tier as well. Okay, Crow. So Crow is supposed to be like super cool and stuff. Like back in the day, he didn't have a voice and I was like, oh my God, he could have like a really deep like Sasuke, Uchiha kind of voice from like Naruto and he would be perfect. And then he came out with this very like dorky kind of voice. And like, he's like, go, like it's annoying. I'm sorry. I know there's probably a lot of people who like Crow, but like that voice, I could never. He has to go an F. Plus he poisons you, dude. Like one day he might get mad at me and then bam, poisons me, slows me. I'm not okay with that. So next up we have Daryl. So for me, I don't really like pirates. I don't know if, I mean, I think I've mentioned this before. I don't like pirate movies and I don't like pirate skins. Usually I won't be using any pirate skins in Brawl Stars ever. So I don't like pirates. I'm not into that. I mean, he's like cool. He's a barrel basically. I don't know who he really is inside. Other than that, he's a barrel. I'm sorry, but I think this is gonna be another F. I'm sorry. I'm not into pirates. So next up we have Edgar. And Edgar's always complaining. He's always like, like all this stuff. Like those are all his voice lines. Like he is a Debbie Downer. And I'm not into that. I'm very positive. I'm very like happy all the time. And this guy is literally the opposite. And people sometimes say opposites attract. I don't think we will. I don't think he'll be that great in a relationship. This boy, F tier. So Ems is next. That's my girl. I love her. Hashtag haters. You know, like she is super cute. I really love Ems. I feel like her personality is very probably like a turnoff. I mean, Ems is always about like, I'm only here for the trophies. Is someone gonna follow me? You know, she's very about social media and being better. But to be honest, like Ems, I just love her attitude. So for me, and probably not for everybody else, Ems is S tier for me. I love her. Next up, we have Eve. You know, she's mother. I don't know, like she has kids. And I don't have kids, so just I don't know, like I don't want to become like a stepmommy, so that's probably an F. Okay, Fang is up next, and I don't know, like I like Fang. Like he works at a movie theater, he likes popcorn, he does karate, I guess. Like he's really cool. I think this is gonna be another S tier. Fang is pretty cool. Frank is up next. So for me, he's very like, you know, he's not a talker. He's dead. And like, he's pretty cool. Like he's like buff, I guess, but like you can't have a conversation with him. Like what is his personality other than saying, oh, and then having like what is even a hammer. And he's like there's nothing more to that. So he's probably going to be an F tier. So now we have Gale. And, you know, he works at a hotel. He has a snowblower. And he's very old. I don't know how I feel about him. I mean, like, he's just a little grandpa. I think he might be a little too old. I think he should be settled down. I don't know. Like, he's looking for marriage. I'm looking for dating. So probably F tier. Sorry. Now we have Gene. And, you know, Gene is a genie. And he could gift you some wishes, I guess. So, I don't know. Like, if I get 3 wishes, I'm fine with it, you know? So, since he could give you something in return, like, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, he doesn't really, like, talk much. He's like, oh, you know, like, I don't know how I feel about that. But, like, since he could give you like 3 wishes, all right. So now we have Griff, and you know he's like a cash register, right? He's got the money, he's got the moolah, But to be honest, I was gonna say yes, like you know, he got the money. But then it says that the business is bad, but he still throws coins away from his employees' tip jar. So he's stealing money from his employees. That is not okay. His personality, I'm not liking it. He's a little thief. So I'm not about to get stolen from either. F tier. So Grom, he throws bombs. I don't know. I feel like he's all about the war. Like I get that vibe from him. Like he's kind of dangerous. He has all these bombs that he like attacks people with. And you know, like that's scary. Like he's very scary to me. I don't know how I feel about him. I think he's also gonna be another F tier for me. I'm sorry. So Jackie, for me, she's like a badass. Like she is like super tough, super outspoken. She says whatever the F she wants. And I love that about her. I love her confidence and her attitude. She's awesome. I honestly think Jackie's gonna be S tier. She's a baddie. So now we have Janet. I think she is really cool. I like that she's a singer and, you know, she takes care of her little sister. You know, I feel like she has good morals. Like she's a good person and she is beautiful. So I think Janet's gonna be like probably A tier. So Lou, I think he's very cute. I love his little smile and he'll give you ice cream whenever you want, or I guess snow cones, but he's awesome. But if you eat too much, he might freeze you. But I think it's worth the risk. I think he is the cutest. So we're gonna go with A. So now we have Max. I really like her. She's cool. She's a runner. She's always like dipping out of there. But like, is she really gonna sit with you during like dinner? Or she could be like running around trying to leave and go somewhere. I feel like she's always on the run and she's not there for you all the time, you know? And also I feel like her regular skin, she looks like a dinosaur. I don't know how I feel about dinosaurs. So honestly, for Max, I think she's gonna go with Amber in D tier. Next up, we have Dynamite. He also be working in the mines like Carl, but he's heckin' old. He's so old. And he's always mad. He always wants to make things explode. Like he's kind of dangerous, but like not in a cool way. He's more in like a crazy, like psycho way. And I don't know how I feel about crazy. Like I don't want no crazies. Honestly, I think Dynamite's in F tier. I have so many in F tier, guys. I'm very picky. So now we have Mortis. And honestly, I don't like Mortis, but regardless of me, you know, being Tick and him being, you know, a poopy to Tick, I think Mortis is kind of cool. Like he has his top hat, or he has a super flowy nice hair. He is also super cool with his glasses at the beach. He could take you to the beach. He's also like a little greaser. Look at that hair. Like I think he's pretty dang cool. And I know like you guys are probably like, oh, like she hates Mortis. Like he's the worst. Like she's a Tick main. I'm gonna have to give Mortis S tier. I really like his personality, I guess, like who he is. Like he's pretty cool. So Mr. P. So he also works at the hotel. It says he's disgruntled luggage handler, so he's angry. But you know, I like penguins. I think penguins are cute. I think I could change him. I think I could make him a happy guy. Okay, so he's always angry, and I don't know how I feel about that, but like I said, I could change him. I think he's gonna be C tier. You know what? The penguinness being really cute, B tier. So Nani is a nanny, I guess, and she loves her friends and looks over them with a watchful lens. That is super awesome. I think that's really sweet. I think that Nani is a really good person, always taking care of her friends, you know, always like protecting people, and I love that. I think Nani, just because she's just a really wholesome, nice person, I would give her A tier. So now we have Otis, and Otis, he don't be talking. He's like, you know, like you can't have a conversation with this guy. And he could silence you with his super whenever he wants. He could be like, shut up, and then bam, like you can't talk no more, you can't do nothing, you can't use your super, you can't use your regular ammo, whatever. But he is a street artist, which is pretty cool, you know, like maybe he's just a silent guy, you know, like I see that they throw up graffiti pieces all over Star Park. But is he doing that with a permit? Does he have permission to do that? That's the question. But okay, so I don't know. Otis, I'm sorry. I think you're an F, bro. Like, you don't be talking and you silence people. I'm sorry. So we got Miss Queen Thicky Pam out here. You know, she's a mommy. She's thick. She's beautiful. You know, she was an evil queen before. She got some dance moves. She's a baddie. Like, I've always thought, like, she was baddie. And look at this Bikini Pam skin. Like, perfect. So for me, Pam is 1,000,000,000% S tier. And she's so S tier, I'm putting her all the way in the front because she is a baddie. Next up, we have Piper. And, you know, she's sugar and spice and everything nice. Like, she is so cool. She's a sniper. Like, she does not give an F. She is boss queen. So here's another S tier, and I honestly think like I said, she's really good as well, so she's gonna be in the front of S tier. Not as good as Thicky Pam, definitely up there. So now we have Poco. He's dead, but you know, he has a guitar. He can serenade you. Like, he's a singer. He's in a mariachi band, and I would say he's kind of like the Jonas Brothers. You know, he's in his own band. Like, he has fans. Like, he heals you. He's just like a celebrity to me. Like, he's cool. And honestly, I think he's gonna be A tier. The only thing is that he's dead. Like, that's the only downfall. He could have been S tier, really. Now we have Primo. Primo is a wrestler, super strong, super buff, doesn't wear a shirt. But yeah, he's really strong and like cool. But there's nothing more I know about him other than he's a wrestler. I mean, like, he could be cute with his like little brown skin, but I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know. I feel like he is probably gonna be C tier for me. Like he's giving just wrestler. Like, that's it. Now we have Rico, and Rico is a robot. That's all I know about Rico. A robot that throws ricochet shots. That's it. There's nothing more to him. Oh, also, isn't he with Piper? That's Piper's lover. But yeah, I think he could be like a cute little lover, but like, I mean, I think he's into Piper. So honestly, I think he's gonna go to D tier. I'm sorry, guys. Now we got Rosa. She is a botanist. I guess she's a plant. She's a boxer. She's vegan. I'm not vegan. Like, what if I wanted some steak, you know? I don't know. So, I mean, she's a baddie. I would probably put her in C tier just because, like, we can't eat the same things. You know, I like Korean barbecue. I like pork. I like steak. I like chicken. I like seafood. And she can't be eating that with me. I guess I could change for her, but that's a C for me. But she's a baddie. So, next up, we have Ruff. I think he's from outer space, which is really cool. He has an eye patch. So there's some story going along with him. Like, there's some lore that we don't know about him. I feel like he has a lot of stories. I feel like he's gone through a lot. And I feel like he is a good talker. And I love puppies. So honestly, I think he's also gonna be like a C. Maybe a B because I like puppies. So I'm a sleepy girl. And I feel like Sandy's a sleepy boy. He's sleep deprived. I'm sleep deprived. And he's always napping. I'm always napping. I feel like we get along very well. So I feel like that's S tier. Me and Sandy are literally the same person, and I think we're gonna vibe that way. Now we have Shelly. Shelly's an absolute baddie. She's super cool. She has a shotgun, and she like, you know, like she'll protect you when something goes wrong. And she is beautiful, and she speaks Spanish. I love her. You know, she's a Latina queen. I'm a Latina. So she is S tier. Next up, we have Lola. And I think Lola's really cool. Like, she is an actress. She is the leading lady of Brawlywood. Like, she is a celebrity. I feel like she's beautiful. and a star, and I think we will vibe well. I don't know. Like, I think she is cool, but she does have an ego, it says. So I wouldn't say she's S tier, but I'd definitely put her up there in A because she's a beauty. Next up, we have Spike. So Spike obviously is not a talker. He is a cactus, which means if you try to hug him, he is going to hurt you because of his spikes. And which is really sad because he's really cute and seems really happy, but sadly Spike is gonna have to be an F. Next up, we have Squeak. Squeak is very cute and very adorable. It's like a little puppy. It's a creation from Colonel Ruffs, and he's really cute, but he's so annoying. His voice lines are like like all the time. Like the sounds do not go away. And like I could not handle that 24/7. I would probably go crazy. So even though Squeak is very cute, I would probably put him in D tier just because he's very cute, but the sounds, his voice lines, like I would have to plug my ears all day. So Stu is a stunt driver extraordinaire with gasoline in his veins. Okay, I like that. He's dangerous. He does not care for his life, apparently. He is a stunt driver, and that's kind of scary. I don't know, like he's living on the edge all the time, like he's doing crazy stuff, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I do like the danger aspect of him. So I think he's gonna be like D tier. Yeah. Next up, we have Surge. He's a protector, you know, he's a superhero, and he can attack people who are trying to hurt you, and he could protect you. He's totally awesome, and like I guess he's part robot. So I like Surge. I think he's S tier. Next up, we have Tara. So Tara is like a mystery. You don't really know much about her. She has tarot cards. Maybe she could tell your future. But she doesn't really talk. She makes sounds. She's like, you know, like she kind of sounds like a bird. But yeah, she reads your fortune, and I don't know. Like I think that's basically it. I mean, like she's very pretty, as you can kind of see. Like she doesn't really show her face. She's very mysterious though, and I really want to learn more about her. So I would have to say she's probably like D tier as well. Like you don't really know much about her. She's really cool, can tell your future, but isn't really dateable. Now we have my boy Tick. He's a ball of energy, super adorable, but kind of like Squeak. He's like all freaking day, and you know it kind of goes crazy. You know, like he makes you go loco. Like you can't deal with him for more than 24 hours. I would also say Tick is a D. He's so cute, so he's not an F, but yeah. All right, so now we have Sam, and to be honest, I don't know anything about Sam. I know that he has different arms. Whoa, he's the brawn behind the brains of the Gold Arm gang. I did not know that. So he's in a gang with Belle, and I don't know how I feel about that. So he's part of the thieves. What if he steals from me, you know? He has a vendetta against all robots. You know, I love Tick. I would consider him like a robot slash like pirate boy. And so does that mean he's gonna try to destroy my little baby Tick? I don't know how I feel about him. He's also like, just the fact that he's in the gang is kind of a throw off for me, so I'm gonna have to put him in F. Like that's kind of scary. I don't want to be involved in that. We also have Buster, and he works at the movie theater. He operates the projector, which is cool. He loves movies. He wants to be an action hero in his own blockbuster movie. I think that's cool. I think he has aspirations, he has dreams, and I love people like that. And he's cool looking, so I would give him A tier. Now we have Chester. So Chester is kind of crazy. You know, Mandy's always like, this guy is crazy. Like, where the heck is Chester when you need him? She's always saying that in her voice lines. So he doesn't seem like he's always there for you. And I feel like he's always going to try to play tricks on you. Like he's always all over the place. He doesn't know what he wants. He has like a bunch of different supers that he doesn't even know he's gonna get when he gets his super. Like he is all over the place. So he's probably not gonna be the best dateable person. So I'm gonna put him in probably F. Now we have Gray, And Gray is a mime, so he don't be talking to you. It even says, but he doesn't speak much. He does not talk. He can throw a piano from the ceiling all the way down to you and kill you. So, like, I don't know. I don't trust Gray. So he's probably also gonna be F tier. Now we have Mandy, and you know, Mandy's candy. She always has candy with her. She's literally a queen. But yeah, she has a job at Mandy's Rainbow Candy Shop, which is pretty cool. She's very cute. I really like her style, but I feel like she kind of has an attitude. I mean, like, she can give you candy. So I honestly think for me, she's gonna be like C tier. So now we have RT. So whenever you're lost, he can help you find your way, which is awesome. But he's always watching you. Like, he always knows where you are. He's kind of like a stalker. I don't know how I feel about him. I think he's going to be F tier because I don't want a stalker. All right, so now we have Willow. And, you know, she's like a swamp girl. I think she's really cute. I do like her, but you know, her super is mind control, right? Like, that's kind of a red flag. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really want her to mind control me. So for me, she's kind of an eh. It even says lovable, maybe. So you don't even know if she can love you. Just because of the whole mind control, I think I'm gonna have to give her an F, because you don't want somebody that controls you. You want to be your own person. So I don't even know what the heck Hank is supposed to be. He looks like a little fish. He's literally that tiny. It literally says he's rarely seen outside his oversized tank. So you're never going to be able to hang out with him. He's always just going to be inside his tank. So he's probably going to be F tier as well. So Macy also works with Fang and Buster at the movie theater, and she loves popcorn, I believe. I think she's really cool. She has like a really cool outfit. I don't see any red flags with her, so I think she's gonna be A tier because I don't really know much about her, but she's pretty cool. So now we have Cordelius, and he is the caretaker of the Enchanted Forest, which is pretty cool, you know, like, he's all about nature, he's all about the world. That's really awesome. But he's obsessed with mushrooms. But to be honest, I love mushrooms. They are delicious. But he's also hostile towards strangers. So obviously, like, when you meet somebody, they're gonna be a stranger to you. So what if he's like super mean to me and he's like, stay away, you know? It's gonna be hard to really know Cordelius. And he also takes you to the Shadow Realm, like a whole other world. I think that's kind of cool though, if he doesn't hurt you. I don't know how I feel about him. I honestly think he's gonna probably be D tier, but he does like mushrooms and I love mushrooms, so I think that might put him in C. Last, but definitely not least, we have Doug. So Doug obviously loves hot dogs. I don't really like hot dogs at all. I've never liked them, never ate them. I think they're very disgusting. But he can revive you if you're down, which is nice. I mean, okay, so personally, he would probably be F tier because of the whole hot dog thing for me. But for everybody else, like, he can provide food for you. He can provide life for you. Like, he is really cool and always a friend and always wants to help you. He's a healer, you know? Like just because of the hot dogs, he might be F for me, but he's cute and he can give you life. So I would probably give him D tier. Even though, like, it's just the hot dogs. He would probably be like B tier if it wasn't. All right, guys, that is the last brawler. This is my tier list for, I guess, the brawler dates. Like, which brawlers I would date, whatever. But yeah, you guys probably have a totally different list. I would love to know it in the comments below what you guys think about my picks, or what brawlers you guys would pick in maybe S tier, F tier, or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.